fuck the white man, this for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck.
Time, man, shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We royalty.
King Ty really one of the realest. I survived drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas spend it. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I can do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull off in the Jetta. Curvy, she on me, you sweater. My feel like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Haters so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let them use the blast on a calm day. Break the Glock down into 3 parts. Put the three together like my Najee. Sipping like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. No. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I call up King Ty. He say, what's up? I say, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't one West, he ain't got on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like rubber man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talk to my dog like the sun is setting. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut then you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you like physical too. So y'all be rhyming the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. No clue. They hold up ones and them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the boss, then we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year.
Already told.
Keep talking that trash, I have a car, come kick your ass in.
Already know.
Your jaw like glassware. We pull up, not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over, you saying your last prayer.
Slocky, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. I'm driving. I'm headed home, but I can still listen in, and I'll come in and give some feedback.
Yeah, come. Yeah. I'm getting like a I don't know if it's delaying on your end or what, but as long as you can hear me, whatever, you know, just like whenever you're not speaking, just mute your mic or whatever. But you know, I'm just waiting to see if another brother or two come in, and then I'll get started. Whatever. I'm gonna keep everybody too long. We're just gonna jump in about this holiday, you know what I'm saying, and keeping the laws, keep it real simple, real basic, real practical.
Khan, most high in Christ, sir.
Yeah, Khan, did you coming from the slave?
No, I was off today. They changed my off days now to Tuesday, Wednesday. I was off today, yesterday and today, but I go back to work tomorrow night for the next like 5 days.
Khan. We got Ron in here. You hear me, Ron?
Shalom Yahbashim Yahshabrakatan.
What's good? Shalom Yahbashim Yahshabrakatan. What's going on, Akim? What's up, Big Priest?
I'm Tawab. Get it together.
Yeah, I was just telling I know her in here too. What's the? I know.
You got a crew.
I know her up on here. Okay.
What's up, Warrior?
What's
going on, y'all? What's going on? How y'all,
brother? Are we too man? Glad to hear you.
What's up?
To hear you, man.
It's good to be here. I almost went to sleep.
Yeah,
I'm laying there. Then I was thinking. I saw that when it was like when you put on there like 9:40 or some crap. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep y'all long. We just gonna go over this Christmas real quick, and then we gonna pull some scriptures, show a video or two, and then jump out of here. It's not gonna be long. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go over this because Christmas is next week, but I want to get this in now, and then we'll have it run. You know what I'm saying, for next week or whatever. So we just get it in real quick. I mean, we just gonna start. You know what I'm saying? Jump into it. But so of course, you know what I'm saying. Salakia, Shalom Yabashim Brakatham. Preaching Officer Kwam go on of the Ashley Buchanan Commanding General Yohana started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Of course, we bring up this truth since 1969 that Blacks, Latinos, First Nation man and woman are the chosen people of the Most High God, the oppressors, the devil that the Bible speaks about. Today's topic is going to be, Christmas is wicked, you know what I'm saying, and keep the laws. Simple. We're going to be very practical about it. We're going to bring out some scriptures, talk about our personal experiences, and then we just go from there. So, all right. So, of course, you know what I'm saying, we got December 25th coming up, right? I have wrote some notes down, and I'm gonna pull some things up to show y'all as well. But to do a rough, you know what I'm saying, just tie it all in together. December 25th was chosen like in the 4th century, you know what I'm saying? So before the 4th century AD, there was no such thing as like Christmas, you know what I mean? It started as like something pagan, and we'll get into that as well. They did it to align with the existing pagan festivals. So there was pagan festivals that were going on long before that. Of course, all the wickedness in the world started in ancient Babylon, right? Then it traveled down to places like ancient Egypt, then the Western civilization, which is the Romans, and then that's the Western civilization, which came over to here. This is Western. This is a continuance of Western civilization today. All right. So you'll hear things like Saturnalia. You know what I mean? And we'll get into more things about that. Saturnalia, Dies Natalis Solis Invicti. I know that sounds crazy, but it means the birthday of the unconquered sun. So we'll get into that too. All right. Now, of course, on all these pagan holidays, there's some type of god is worship. Okay, that's what it's always rooted in, some type of god, some type of pagan practices, and then we'll get into what it is today. And it just to tie it all in, some time ago, in like 330 something AD, they had like a council, like the Nicaea Council and the Edict of Milan, where they basically Emperor Constantine unified the church with the paganism, and they accepted the paganism. And then what they did was, instead of getting rid of the paganism, they just hid it and changed the names of things so you can still worship it, but you don't know right off the bat that you're worshiping, the sun, or that you're worshiping this God. So they hid it with different things, you know what I mean? And they just called it something else. But we're going to jump into all that. All right. So let me pull something up on my screen real quick. And anytime y'all brothers want to say anything, just go ahead and jump right in. It's no big deal. And Ron, if I could, I need one of you other brothers to, if y'all could read, please, Priest and Officer Ron's Officer 500, you know what I mean? And we got 2 troopers in here. So if I could, I need one of you brothers to read for me, if that's possible. If y'all can see that on the screen, it should be on the screen now. Somebody read Colossians 2:8 for me. Baba Kushah. Kanak or Inor, can one of y'all read that for me?
I can't do it. I'm driving. I'm trying to head home.
All right, Inor, could you do it or La'a?
Yeah, I could do it.
Okay, go ahead, brother, for me, please.
Corinthians 2:8.
Yep.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Right.
After tradition of man, after the rudiments of. Sorry, go ahead, Slakia. What that say?
Yeah, rudiments of the world.
Okay, rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
Now, if I could, excellent job, warrior. Aharon, break that down for me, please, Baba Kushah.
Con. It's just basically saying beware anybody or anything other than the Most High God that tells you to follow, man-made traditions, basically, like Christmas, any holiday that's man-made that Esau made up, anything like that. If it's not in the scriptures and it's not something that the Most High told us to worship or to celebrate, then we shouldn't be doing it.
It's heavy what you're saying, because again, it says, beware lest any man spoil you. Spoil you means what? To rob you.
To rob you.
Through philosophy and vain deceit. Philosophy is like the thoughts of man. Okay. what man thinks, and vain deceit. What does vain mean? Anybody know what vain means?
So like you said, would that be like?
Go ahead, brother.
Would that be like hold on, sinning or something like that?
It could be, but like, what is something if I say that's vain or vanity?
Vain means kind of like extreme, kind of.
So what? I'm gonna give you the answer. Aaron, go ahead.
Slaka, what'd you say? I'm sorry, sir.
Let's see if Nora can answer. If not,
vain. Okay.
Go ahead, Nora. You can take one more shot at it.
Okay, so in vain mean I don't sort of something like against God's will or something that you shouldn't be doing or sinning or something.
That's along the lines, but there's a little more I'm looking for. Go ahead, Aaron.
It's just basically like when you do something for no reason, like you just
It's useless.
It's useless.
Right. So beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. Meaning you're being deceived by these things. It's something that means nothing, but you're going to be deceived by it. After the tradition of men, these are things that men have held in high esteem for a long period of time, and they say that it's a tradition, but it's not the tradition of the Most High God or Christ. That's what it says here. After the rudiments, meaning principles of the world. Now, of course, we know in the ISUPK, we're not of the world. We are in the ISUPK. We are separate from the world. That's why I say it's rudiments of the world. Because these things, Christmas and things like these things, are things that people in the world do. We don't do these things. And not after Christ. That's heavy at the end because that's telling you that Christ didn't celebrate no damn Christmas. And what else do they do? They say that Christmas is based on
his birthday.
Exactly. But this is telling you right here that Christ wouldn't partake in nothing like this. You understand that? So that's a lie. Colossians 2:8. One more time. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. So when you celebrate Christmas, this is a pagan, despicable act that the Most High God does not. He's not okay with it. You understand that? And you think that what do most people say? Ron, I don't really care about these holidays, but I'm celebrating for
kids.
He said, I'm gonna celebrate this for my kids. You know what I mean? It's just about the kids. Oh, I can't let my kids go without getting any gifts. I can't send my kids to school without no new clothes, and they can't talk about their gifts and everything. Listen, the Most High God don't want to hear none of that shit. Salakia. He don't care about that, and Christ would not be with it either. But go ahead, Aaron. You can jump in if you got something to say.
No, I mean, even Christ said, if you put, mother and father before him, you're not worthy of him. So
God,
that kid excuse ain't gonna work with the Most.
God, yeah, and you're gonna see something later where you think celebrating Christmas is a small thing, but then you can be unalive for something like that. You know what I mean? The Most High might not have mercy on you, and he might pass judgment on you, and then it could be a terrible situation. Like I said, I'll show you in a little bit later. All right, let me get something else here. Let me go to Salakia. Let me get the next scripture, which is going to be, let's go to Isaiah 1:14. I'll pull that up. Isaiah 1:14. And whenever you see that, Ron, you can go ahead and read it this time if I could. We'll let Aaron read some more too, but I want you to read this one for me. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hateth.
Mm-hmm.
They are a trouble unto me.
Mm-hmm.
I am weary to bear them.
Excellent way the way you read that too, because you stressed some points I wanted to bring out. Isaiah 1:14. Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hateth. Now, they the thing with the moon is like that's how we determine like the days of the Passover and stuff like that. They watch these things and then they come up with the dates for certain things that we have to keep as high holy days. So, but this is saying you're talking about not what the Most High God saying, but yours, your new moons and your appointed feast. What's an appointed feast? Anybody want to take a shot at that? Anybody but Aaron? Take a shot at that. What's an appointed feast?
It's a feast that the Lord says that we're supposed to have.
It's not that. Go, Nora, you want to take a shot at it?
Yes, Lockie, if I may, sir. I'm thinking it's something that you shouldn't be doing.
Con. And when it says appointed, it means that somebody told you to do this, but not him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he says, your appointed feast, my soul hateth. He's saying he hates these things that you are told to do. Now, the question is, who is telling you to do it?
The devil.
You got that right. The goddamn white man. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's telling you to celebrate these things. And then he says after that, they are trouble unto me, and I am weary to bear them. What does it mean? I am weary to bear them. Take it. Go ahead, Aaron. You can handle that.
Just
Start laughing.
So it's like they are a trouble unto me, and I am weary to bear them. That means
It means you're weary.
Yeah, it just means he doesn't even want to he doesn't even want to take part. He don't even want you to take part in it. Yeah, he's tired of it. Yeah, he's tired.
So, okay, I'm weary. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm burnt out from this shit. I don't want it. I'm tired of seeing y'all. I'm tired of seeing y'all niggas celebrate this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. And he says, I'm weary to bear them. I'm not going to keep accepting this. That's what he's saying. I'm not going to keep accepting this shit. It's Salakia. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, you think that it's okay to keep celebrating Christmas and these pagan holidays and they're rooted in serving some God. And then you think the Lord is going to keep accepting this? And then you look at this scripture here, and then now you start asking yourself, okay, why black people in Spanish keep dying the way they do? Why are we number one in, cancer, diabetes, AIDS, all these different things that plague our communities, drugs, you know what I mean? Our mothers are single parent mothers. Fathers are missing from the homes. These are all the curses that come from things like this. You know what I mean? People think this is a small thing, and it's not. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I know you was you raising your hand? Or are you good?
Sir. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. That's what that's talking about. The Lord is tired of these things. All right. Let me get another one. Then we're going to jump into something else. Hold on. Let me see. Let's go to 2 Peter 1:16. 2 Peter 1:16. We'll let Anor read this one too when I get it up on the screen. Salakia. All right, Anor, if you can see that, go ahead and read that for me, Bubba Kasra.
Salakia, sir. For we have not followed cunningly device fably.
Yeah, fables.
Fables.
Yeah.
When we made known unto the power of coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, but we eyewitness of the of his majesty.
Yeah. So 2 Peter 1:16. For we have not followed cunningly devised fables. What's a fable? Anybody know what a fable is?
Something that's made up.
So what would that be talking about in this case?
Christmas. Salakia.
Yeah, right.
Christmas.
Yeah, Con. But give me more. What is something that's made up? Not only Christmas made up, but what is made up inside of Christmas?
Christmas tree, gifts, all that type of stuff.
I'm looking for one a little better than that. Come on, y'all got to know this. Read the definition of fable, somebody for me. Ron, read that for me, please, Bubba Kasha.
A fictitious narrative or statement such as a legendary story of supernatural happenings. Good night.
Now, you read that. What could that be talking about?
Salakia, sir, if I may, would that be the birth of Christ or something?
That's a good example. That's a good one. But there's one. Think more about Christmas. A fictitious narrative, a story of supernatural happenings.
Santa Claus.
There you go. I know. I was like, damn. Look. What they tell you about him? He's sliding down. He's 400 pounds. He's sliding down a damn chimney. He's riding on a 110-pound reindeer. You know what I mean?
Killing him.
I mean, it's think about it, man. It's just ridiculous. But these are the things we teach our children these things in the world. We really can't listen. When you were younger, man, I'm telling you, couldn't nobody tell me that Santa Claus did not bring those gifts, man.
Yeah.
Couldn't nobody tell me that. And look how wicked this is. Look how wicked this is. Your mom and dad damn near went broke, and I was put out the projects for you celebrating Christmas. You understand that? That's how broke we were. We were already living in the projects, but they're about to get put out the projects for celebrating Christmas. You see what I'm saying? Good, brother.
And if I may, they didn't even get, when you were young, they didn't even get the credit for getting the gifts. We gave credit to
there you go.
A fat white man.
Hey, how wicked is that, bro? You going to work, you going to slave for the goddamn white man, making crumbs and pennies, and then you give credit to the very same person who's giving you crumbs and pennies. Good.
I believe that the fairy tale of Christmas was all made up by Esau to get people to spend their money. God, that's all it was.
That's exactly what it is. It's like when you add like a character and a storyline, it makes it more sellable. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
What you said is heavy. What you said, that's all I get. What you said is heavy because sorry, I'll let you go to this. Hold on, so I get. What you said is heavy because first of all, the real Saint Nick was a person who dealt with like orphans or like kids that were like, you know, like homeless or something like that. He was a black man actually. And then, but the image they got the Santa Claus that you see, that comes from a Norse god called Odin, like the white man with the beard and all that. That comes from that. That's where the image that you see of Santa Claus now. But go ahead, brother. Finish what you're saying.
Oh, I was just saying Esau is not only just a crafty killer, but he's a crafty con man. How he can get you to spend your money, and he make up some shit to get you to spend your money.
Damn right.
Things like that. And like, I don't understand how Esau, he must have all the time in the world to create these kind of things, because in a black person's mind, we would never think to come up with these different ways to scheme and plot on people the way Esau would get you to spend money, or he would make up a real crafty way of how to kill somebody.
Yeah. Listen, it says that in the scripture. It says that's heavy with you. That's a heavy. Listen, what you just said right there, I could picture you speaking at camp like that. So you don't even. I don't know if you see it yet, but it's already happening to you. One day you're going to be saying that on up on that wood. You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly how you do it, just like what you did. That was excellent. The point you brought out. That's exactly how you're supposed to do it. But yeah, what you're saying is so heavy because he has. But you got to understand, he wants to rule, and he knows that by observing you and having rule over you and getting you to sin against your God, that keeps him up on top. And believe me, if he got to sit there all damn day and do nothing but figure out a way to fool you and have you go against your God, he's going to do it. Because you got to understand where he comes from. He comes out of darkness. He comes out of a low state. You understand that? He's not always been who he is now. There was a time when he was up in the goddamn Caucasus Mountains in the caverns and the caves like a goddamn beast. He's still a beast.
Yeah, but why he got to be wearing our clothes though too?
You got to understand. You got to understand. He's going to try to disguise himself and make himself seem like something he's not. That's why I calls him the vagabond, or he's the vagabond of the earth. He takes other people's cultures and calls it his own. Just like he does, like he calls himself the Jew, the Jewish man. He takes our laws of separation in the Bible and applies it to himself, and he rules the planet with them. You see what I'm saying? He knows exactly what he's doing. And he knows the only way he can keep doing this is by niggas not knowing who they are and not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. So he got to keep you sinning so he can stay on top. That's what he does. All right. So we cleared the fable part, but yeah, that's heavy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna share it again. Hold on one second. But yeah, that's heavy, man. Like, people don't understand. This is a goddamn, what's that? Remember back in the day, what was that? There was a book called, what was it called? Aesop's Fables or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
That one.
You never heard that?
Well,
yeah, that was they taught us that shit in elementary school, man. Yeah. So 2 Peter 1:16. For we have not followed cunningly devised fables. We make cunning. The white man is cunning, man. Like you just said, I don't know how he has time. That's because he's cunning. He's cunning. Cunningly devised fables, when we made known unto you the power and coming of our Lord Christ, but we're eyewitnesses of his majesty. All right, we're going to read one more scripture, then I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. So let's go to now, like I said, we just talked about Christmas, a lot of people will say, well, I don't mess with Christmas. It's not something that I want to celebrate, but I'm doing it for the kids. I'm doing it for my wife. You know, my wife wants to celebrate, or I just want to keep my family happy. I don't celebrate Christmas, but I want to be around my family. This, and that, right? Now, I want Aharon, read this for me, please, Bubba Kushah.
Con. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers.
So this is saying here that any one of your kinfolk, your relatives, people you love, people that you hold close to you, dear, you know what I mean? You don't want to disappoint them, but it's saying that they come to you and they say to you, let us go serve other gods. Now, remember, these holidays are rooted in serving other gods. All right. Even if they come to you and say, let's go to church and let's go to, you know, let's go hear a pastor speak. That's going to church. You're going to be worshiping white Jesus. You understand? Or if they tell you to come down to the mosque, brother, hey, brother, come down, eat, have a bean pie and come down to the mosque. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get you to, you know, to worship Allah. Now watch this. Look what the scripture says. This is in the Bible, y'all. This is in the Bible. Go ahead, Aharon. Hold on one second. I'll put it up on the screen for you.
Okay. This is the book of Deuteronomy 13:7. Namely, of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth.
Right. Gods of the people which are round about you, meaning the heathen nations, not Israelites, but other people who worship these strange gods. If they try to get you to do these things, or anybody even in your own nation, all right, verse 8, here we go. Listen to this. Good.
Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shall thine eye pity him, neither shall you
They're gonna stake in the heart right here. Here you go.
Neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him.
All right, so he's telling you, well, if they try to do this to you, you got to make this known that they're trying to get you to serve other gods. This is what we had to do back in the day. Now listen, now here we go. Here we go. Watch this. Listen to this. Say it nice and loud, Aaron.
But thou shalt surely kill him.
Do what?
Thou shalt surely kill him.
You hear that? That's how serious this is. Go ahead.
Thine hand shall be first upon him to put him to death. Listen. And afterwards the hand of all the people.
Listen, now I'm not telling you to go out and kill anybody. They tell you to worship Christmas. I'm not telling you that. This is in the Bible, though. This was back in the day. If you did this before Christ, you know what I'm saying? Christ did away with all that. But now we are supposed to still keep the law. But because of Christ, we have what? Mercy. You know what I'm saying? We can repent. But you were put to death for doing stuff like this. Imagine that. Imagine today you went and got a damn Christmas tree at Target and there was some priest there ready to kill you as soon as you came out the damn door. You understand what I'm saying to you? That's how heavy this is. So this is letting you know how serious this is. You cannot worship or celebrate another god. You can't. They're not gods anyway, but people make them gods, celebrate these holidays and stuff like that. But it says, but thou shalt surely kill him. God, people think God is all love. People think God is all love and that, he's going to forgive you for every little damn thing you do. The Lord wants you to keep his laws, statutes, and commands. All right. Now to jump into something else real quick before we get back to the scriptures, all these things. Now, the beginning of all wickedness, the beginning of all sin that you see on the earth started where, Aharon? Do you know?
Started in the garden.
But give me a location. Not give me a location as far as the heathens. What was the first heathen nation to do wickedness in the earth and taught everybody else?
That would be it wouldn't be. I mean, it would be a Cain. Slakia.
Say who?
Cain.
No, not a person.
Another person. Slakia. You said nation.
Somebody say something else.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
La'ah.
Slakia.
Think about the beginning and think about kings that reign or a king that reigned.
Oh, Nimrod.
And what place was that?
That was Babylon.
There you go. So everything that you see today, everything that you see that the white man's doing, the oppressor's doing, it came from ancient Babylon. Now, these are Hamites. When I say Hamites, they are the stock of Africans. You understand that? So Hamites, the Ham produced the African nations. You got the Ethiopians, who are the Cushites. That's what Nimrod was. You got the Egyptians. You got the South Africans, which is Foot. What's the other one? You got Foot, Mitzrayim, which is Egypt, Canaan. You know what I mean? There's different nations of Africans, are different versions of Africans. But Cush or the Ethiopians, which Nimrod was, they're responsible. The Babylonians are now they're called Babylonians because of the location they were at in Babylon. That's not a race. That's the location they were at, Babylon. But they are Ethiopians. They are Africans. So they were the first ones to show the world all these pagan practices. So Christmas, all these other different pagan holidays, these things started there with the pagan priests and the people there. But then once they got conquered, the stuff traveled to different other parts of the world and to places like Rome and Greece and what's the other one? Persia, the Persians and stuff like that. You know what I mean? All these different places. So today you're getting it in America and Western civilization. It's the same stuff. They just call it something different, but it's the same stuff. You see what I'm saying? So to give you a rough little background on that, the whole thing about Christmas, December 25th is Nimrod is a person that's worshipped on December 25th. He's the sun god. The people worship the sun back then. The Egyptians, the Africans, they were big on worshiping the sun. You see what I'm saying? So when you celebrate December 25th, the god of that day is Nimrod. That's who you're celebrating. That's his birthday, or the birthday of the sun. You understand that? And it's all about like fertility. Like, so from the month of June or July, the sun gets like lower and lower, and it gets what? Colder. You see what I'm saying? So it like gets to a low state, and then by December 25th, it's at the lowest it could be. And they say what? The sun what?
Set.
It's sun, but there's another term for it. The sun what? If it's going away, they believe it what?
It went down.
Say it again.
It went down.
It did, but okay. In the summertime, it's bright, it's alive, it's big, everybody can see it, and it's hot. But in the wintertime, it what? Remember, they worship these things. So they said that it died. You see what I'm saying? So it died in the winter months. And then what happened? And
came back
March,
up.
April, it what?
Resurrected.
You see what I'm saying? It's in the spring. That's where you get all the fertility, like Easter bunnies, because they symbolize what? Regeneration, fertility, life, birth. Yeah, fertility, right? Birth. That's what the evergreen tree is in Christmas. Wow. The evergreen tree in Christmas is green. It's a tree because why? That is the one tree that doesn't die in the winter. You see? So they say that his spirit lived in the evergreen tree, and his mother, you know what I mean, scared the people. They said if you don't put gifts under this tree, Nimrod's spirit's in that tree, and he's going to kill you. And that's what the balls hanging off the tree, that symbolizes the heads of the people that didn't comply. So I know this sounds crazy if you never heard this before, but if you go do your research on it, everything I'm telling you, just look up Nimrod, Ceramyces, and Babylon and Christmas, and it's going to tell you everything I'm telling you. Go ahead, brother.
Wasn't the star on top of the tree that symbolized something too, didn't it?
Like the sun, basically. Yeah, like the sun, basically. Yeah. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something else about that too. But so Nimrod is the god of Christmas. That's who you're celebrating. Now I'll take you one step further. You got what big holiday after that?
Easter.
No, there's one before that.
New Year's.
Right.
New Year's.
Right, New Year's.
Janus.
Who's the god of? There you go. Janus. And that's where you get January from. The god Janus. You see, you celebrate these holidays, and you don't even know it's rooted in worshiping some type of deity or some type of big god. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're bringing out here. You got to understand, but this is how tricky the Christian church is. So remember, I was telling you about Constantine and how he combined the paganism with the Christian church, and they consolidated, and they just changed the names of these things. So they got you think you celebrating one thing, but you're really worshiping a false god. You see what I'm saying? That's what they're really doing. They're tricking you into doing it. And then they be crafty with it and say, well, Instead of Nimrod's birthday, it's whose birthday?
Jesus.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you're worshiping the damn sun and Nimrod, and you think it's Christ's birthday. You see how crafty they are?
That's some wicked ass shit.
Yeah, just like they say, here's another one. And in March or April, what holiday do America celebrate?
Easter.
There you go, Easter, right. Now we know what happens in March and April in the nation of Israel that you're supposed to keep.
Passover.
There you go. You see what they do? You see what they do?
That's rough.
They're very slick in how they do these things. So they got you doing all this paganism, and you're going against your God, and then you wonder why you look outside and you see niggas laying on the street and ain't got nowhere to go, or niggas is on child support, or what I'm saying, niggas is getting locked up every day or down, getting murdered by the police because we're doing all these different things that the Lord does not want us to do. And then you got our religious leaders, who are lying to you. People like T.D. Jakes and I can't even call him a religious leader, but he is like a leader to people. You got Steve Harvey's goofy ass. You know what I'm saying? People like that. You know what I mean? Creflo Dollar. Who else? I mean, in a minute, people are going to be saying Jay-Z is a religious leader. Go ahead.
If I may, and those are like some of the mega, leaders. But I think, they do a lot of damage. Don't get it twisted. Mm-hmm. But the local pastor is really... he has caused so much destruction.
Here you go with his
that local pastor.
Ron can't stand Christianity, man.
That local pastor.
I'm just saying right now. We're just talking. Ron is a victim of Christianity.
I can't stand it neither.
I'm messing with you now. I'm messing with you. That's my guy. But no. But Ron, and just like myself, and I know others, you have personal experiences with these damn Christians in this Christian church and what they do. You know what I mean? And it's just a wicked damn thing. These people are terrible, man. And they do nothing but serve, their purpose for the damn oppressor. They don't care about the people. They lying to us and they got us sinning against our God. And that's why we stay on the damn bottom. You know what I mean? And then they hate us. The world hates us for telling the truth. Today, I got into I was slaying these bastards at work for like 3 hours. I was at work, doing extra work, but I was sitting on report, so I didn't have to do no work. Man, I seen a brother come in. A brother came in, right? This brother be talking. He's in my class, like when I started. So he comes in every day with a goddamn Family Dollar TV dinner. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at him. I'm like, bro. I'm like, first of all, I know he's married. His wife don't work, and I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, what's going on here? Like. So we started the conversation off by that. Then it went into other stuff. You know what I mean? There's females sitting around, this and that. So I had to start pulling scriptures out, cutting niggas left and right. You know what I'm saying? There was blood everywhere, bro. I'm talking, even the DSD got involved. You know what I'm saying? He was sitting there listening to shit. You know what I'm saying? So we was going hard for like 3 hours. I had everybody in the damn garage sitting there listening. They was fighting like a motherfucker, but they couldn't fight me though, because I was coming with the word of God. You see what I'm saying? So they couldn't fight you.
Right.
Right. You right. They could, you know what I'm saying? Get a Lord a hand.
That's right.
Yeah. So, like I said, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I wish, Aharon or Kanaga Anor was here. You know what I'm saying? So, because that we, because once one of y'all come over there, you know what it's going to be.
I'm coming. Yeah. Trust me, I'm gonna spread the word. I'm gonna cut them to pieces.
Yeah, God. Well, let's get back into this so we can get through this. All right. So, all right. I'm gonna show you something real quick on my screen, real quick. Let me bring this stuff up real quick. Let me see. Okay. So I'm gonna go into this first. This winter solstice stuff. All right. Remember we were just talking about that. Y'all, I know it's kind of small for y'all, but can y'all see it on the screen? Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna start from the top first, and then I'm gonna show you something. Okay. So I typed in about the winter solstice. All right. So the winter solstice is the day each year with the shortest amount of daylight and the longest night. Key points. When in the northern hemisphere, it usually falls on December 21st or 22nd. That's key because what's around that time? Christmas is the 25th. All right. In the southern hemisphere, it occurs around June 20th or 21st. Remember, I talked about the sun being at its like highest point in the summertime. It says, what happens? The sun reaches its lowest point in the sky at noon. After this day, daylight gradually increases, even though winter has just begun. Why it happens? It's caused by the Earth's 23.5% axial tilt, which points the northern hemisphere farthest away from the sun at this time. All right, we're going to go down to like more paganism stuff. cultural and historical significance. Many ancient cultures mark the winter solstice as a rebirth of the sun or a turning point of hope. Now, think about it. Back in the day, now this is heavy because there's a scripture that says, and I'll bring it out later, that people begin to worship things the Creator created, rather worshiping Him. You see what I'm saying? So people started venerating or worshiping the sun. Like, think about that. Why the hell are you going to worship the sun instead of worshiping the person who created the sun? You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. Many ancient cultures mark the winter solstice as the rebirth of the sun or a turning point of hope. Stonehenge in England aligns with the solstice sunset. Anybody ever see that Stonehenge?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, you seen it. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. It's funny because people don't know until they look at it. They be like, "Oh, I've seen that shit before." Oh, so like I will say, let me show you real quick what it looks like. It's like a screensaver if you get on your computer. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. This is how slick these bastards are, man. They have you like doing things and you think it's it's just normal and shit, and it's not. Salaki, but hold on, I'm gonna show it to you real quick before, and then I'm gonna go right back into that. Give me 1 second. It's low. I don't know why it's taking so damn long. Hold on. All right. Oh damn. Hold on. 1 second. All right. Let me go back in here. Let me stop sharing that, and then all right. 1 second. All right. This is Stonehenge right here. Y'all see that?
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
I've seen that many times.
Yeah, that's set up by the ancient Celts. It has to do with worshiping the sun. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that they do, man. And you never know. You think you walking in. Oh, look at this nice whatever they you know what I mean. Over there, you over there. You know what I'm saying? Worshiping the damn sun. That's what I'm saying. It's the type of things they do, man. It's crazy. Scripture then. All right, so
I got that precept whenever you need it, sir.
Go ahead, brother. You good. Go ahead.
The precept I think you were talking about was Romans 1:25. It reads Romans, the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25.
Right. All right. Let me put it on the screen for that so they can see it real quick. Yeah, I know exactly where you're going because I had to set that aside too. But hold on, God, that's cool. Yeah, hold on. Romans 1. Let me get down here real quick. Romans 1:25. So lock it. 1 moment. 1:25. All right. It should be on the screen. Let me see. Oh, I gotta share it. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Aaron.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Yep.
And worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Right. This is saying exactly what I just said there. Excellent, Aaron. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator. See, the Most High God is telling you here that, the white man or the oppressors, the heathens and stuff like that, they get you, going against everything the Most High God said. And when you listen to these people, you're actually worshiping them and holding them in high esteem like they're God. And you're serving them more than you're serving the damn Creator. You know what I mean? You're just it's like the sun worship. You sit up there and there's something that ancient Egyptians and like those pagans they used to do. They used to like kiss their hand. Has something to do with something with the sun. It's in the Bible actually, but just like what the Muslims do. Muslims circle the Kaaba stone 7 times and kiss it. You see what I'm saying? These are ways that they venerate or worship or serve these gods. That's what they do. So when you go to church and you're in there on Sunday, you're actually in church on Sunday because you're worshiping the sun.
Heavy.
And that's what they did that at the Edict of Milan or the Council of Nicaea under Emperor Constantine. He's the one that changed the Sabbath day, which we know is Saturday. He changed it from Saturday to Sunday because it's sun worship. That's why you go to church on Sunday to worship the sun. Go ahead.
If I may. What century was that with Constantine?
325 AD and 330 AD or something like that. Like 325 AD. Yeah, that's heavy. 325 AD. I can pull it up real quick too. Let me see. Edict of Milan, 313 AD. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna show it on the screen real quick before I move. before. Hold on. Yeah, this is. I'm telling you, man. There's a lot of things that they have from you, man. They do not want you to know. All right, it's up on the screen. You see it?
Come on.
All right, go. You read it. Just read the little first part of it.
The Edict of Milan, issued in 313 CE by Roman emperors Constantine the First, I guess I was saying, and Licinius, granted religious tolerance throughout the Roman Empire, ending the official persecution of Christians and allowing them to worship freely, much like other faiths.
Now that this is telling you, because before this, the Christians actually were being persecuted in Rome. That Christianity was not a religion there. But Constantine, he combined the paganism with the church, and they ended up accepting it. Now, I'm going to show you something else. All right, hold on. Let me see. Oh, shit. Oh, Slocky. One moment. I don't know why my battery's running low. All right, hold on. Let me see. When did
Man, that's heavy.
Constantine change the Sabbath? All right, hold on one second. All right. I'll read that from y'all, Ron.
Come on. Emperor Constantine didn't change the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. Rather, in AD 321, he issued a decree making the venerable day of the sun Sunday a public day of rest.
See?
Good night. Formalizing a shift that early Christians had already been moving towards. Celebrating the resurrection on the first day of the week, Lord's Day, for centuries prior, a move away from strict Saturday observance for various social and religious reasons. Wow.
See, and that's all you need right there. It's telling you right there that the original Sabbath, like we do in Israel, is on, you know what I mean, on Saturday. But he changed it to worshiping on Sunday. And he did it because to worship the sun. Remember, I told you all these things, they started in Babylon, but they traveled over to different civilizations. So that's what that's saying there. I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. But like I said, you can look that up too when you get a chance. All right. Now let me go back into this. We got a few more things. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. And these are things that they should be teaching in school, but they don't. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to teach you these things. All right. So Stonehenge. Let me see. Is that on the screen? Yeah, it's there. Okay. Stonehenge. Romans celebrated Saturnalia. All right. Norse peoples observe Yule, and some traditions that symbolize renewal, light overcoming darkness, and the start of a new cycle. That's all the things I just said to you. The sun dying, being reborn, fertility, you know, bunnies, and you know, the green evergreen tree. It all symbolizes renewal, rebirth, because they worship the sun and rebirth and stuff like that. Because think about it. What happens when the winter comes? Everything dies.
Everything dies.
Yeah, you can't what's that?
Can't grow.
Yeah, you can't grow things, you know what I mean? You can't, you know, it takes, you know, for food and stuff like that. But when the spring comes, everything comes back. And so these damn stupid bastards, they started giving veneration to the sun over it instead of worshiping the Most High God. You see what I'm saying? This is what they did. All right. Now, hold on, let me see something else real quick. Salaki, let me go some more on that real quick. Let me go down. Okay, there was something here I wanted to bring out though. Oh, Saturnalia. I'll get that in a minute, but let me go down here real quick. Oh yeah, it's right here. All right. Aaron, if I could just read what I'm highlighting right here. This is going to break down a lot about this Christmas shit right here. Salaki. If you can see it.
Start with Saturnalia. All right. Saturnalia was an ancient Roman festival honoring Saturn, the god of agriculture, wealth, and time. It was one of the most popular and socially disruptive celebrations in Roman life. When it was celebrated, December 17th through the 23rd, originally just one day, later expanded. Time around the winter solstice, marked the end of the agriculture year and the hope of renewal as days lengthened.
This is all talking about what I just told you. The same thing about this renewal, this fertility shit. You know what I mean? But go ahead, keep going.
What happened during Saturnalia? Saturnalia was famous for role reversal and social freedom. Masters served slaves, or slaves were temporarily allowed to act as equals.
Ain't that something right there? That's crazy. So for this crazy, Christmas BS, that was one day where, you could act like you were the master and the slave was the slave. This is crazy. But go ahead, keep going.
Slaves could speak freely without punishment. Gambling, usually illegal, was allowed. People wore casual clothing instead of formal togas. A pileus, freedom's cap, symbolized temporary liberty. Customs and traditions.
Down to the gifts, customs and traditions.
Gift giving, candles, figurines called cigaralia. Public feast and drinking. Shouting. Public feast and drinking. Shouting Los Saturnalia as a greeting. That's like Merry Christmas, like saying that.
There you go.
Slovakia. Candles symbolize returning light after darkness.
You can start right there. You can start right there. Because listen, this is where Christmas, it was Saturnalia in ancient Rome, and they changed it to what you call Christmas today. See, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I got something sitting here in my notes, and I'm gonna read this to you real quick before I go forward. So I want y'all to imagine in your head two sections, right? On this hand is the word symbol. This hand is the word pagan origin. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the symbol and the pagan origin. All right. So you have the evergreen tree. The pagan origin of that is life during the winter solstice. That's where the evergreen tree comes from. That's what it represents in the paganism part of it. And the symbol of the Yule log, you have the Norse Yule festival. Norse is like the Nordic people, or like people like that Odin or Thor, people like that. It's a German thing. Germans, Norse. All right. The wreaths, like Christmas wreaths that you see people hang on doors. That symbolizes Roman victory or eternity. And it also symbolizes Janus, because Janus is the god of transitions, doorways, the past, the future. That's why he's symbolized with two faces. And I can show you that on the screen. But that's why Janus is the god of New Year's, because why? You're getting out of the old year, coming into the new. That's why people always be talking about this year, I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna be, you ever hear girls say that? This year, I'm not going for none of that. You're gonna be the same, lay on your back, spread your legs. You Salagia, you know what I'm saying? The guys do it too, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this year I'm not this. And that lasts for about a week, and then you go right back to the same.
About a week, about a week.
Right. So here's a couple more. Symbol. Lights and candles. What do you think that symbolizes in pagan origin? Lights and candles.
Stars.
For Saturnalia or Christmas, we talked about some things here. Saturnalia and Christmas. What do the lights and the candles symbolize in the pagan side of it? What did people worship?
Star, moon.
What did they worship? You almost there.
The sun.
Light. Think about lights. Think about lights.
Slovakia.
So be right here with me. The symbol of it so the symbol is lights and candles. But on the pagan side, what would that light and candle symbolize on the pagan side? We just talked about it. Nimrod, and what else?
Nimrod's mother.
Nope. What is Nimrod associated with?
Christmas tree.
Nope. Yeah, that too, but it's something else. Think about lights.
Gifts.
What's the biggest light in the sky?
The sun.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So gift giving on the symbol side symbolizes Saturnalia. We just read that. All right. The feasting symbolizes the solstice celebrations. So what I just showed you, and if I put on the screen, you will understand what I'm saying to you. But there's symbols that they became today, but they represent something pagan from a long time ago. They just changed it. You know what I mean? They changed it. That's all it is. So with the candles and stuff that you see people lighting for Christmas and all that stuff, that really symbolizes the sun worship. You see what I'm saying? They're real crafty how they do it. You see them? They're real crafty how they do it. They got you doing it like for example, you go get a Christmas wreath and you put that on your door. Oh, that's just a Christmas wreath. That's what you think. But no, that symbolizes the worship of Janus. You see what I'm saying? Or Roman, eternity and Roman victory. That's where that stuff comes from. Like I said, everything I'm telling you, you can just type it in on the internet. You can see it yourself. Google whatever or Chat GPT, whatever you want. You'll see what I'm telling you. All right, so we got a little bit more than we out of here. So let me show y'all something. Let me pull something else up here real quick. Let me go back to that page here. All right. Here we go. This I'm gonna read this to y'all. Is it on the screen?
Come on.
Yep.
All right, now this is that Dies Natalis Solis Invicta. This is another thing that they called it. Remember, they called it Saturnalia. You used to call it Christmas today, but this is something else they called it. It's Latin for the birthday of the unconquered sun. What it was, a Roman imperial holiday celebrating Sol Invictus, a solar deity associated with light, victory, and renewal. This is all the same stuff, I'm telling you. Observed on December 25th. Closely tied to the winter solstice cycle when the sun appears to return. Ain't that, don't that sound like what they say about? They try to use that and say that's Jesus. They say about Christ. When the sun appears to return and days begin to lengthen. So when the sun comes back and there's more light outside and darkness, the sun's back. Let's worship the sun. That's what they did. Origins. Officially promoted by Emperor Aurelian in 274 CE. Aurelian elevated Sol Invictus to unify the empire religiously, especially soldiers in eastern provinces. The sun symbolizes power, eternity, and imperial authority. Religious meaning, unconquered, refers to the sun's victory over darkness. After the shortest days of the year, represented renewal of life, cosmic order, hope after darkness. Sol Invictus absorbed traits from other sun gods, Mithras, Helios, Apollo. These Mithraism, that Mithraism, Helios, and Apollo, those are all words, those are all things that mean basically it's the same as saying Nimrod. It's the same shit. It's the same stuff. They just, it's different cultures and they just keep changing the name. That's all it is. So I don't want to confuse y'all too much, but that's all this is about: sun worship, rebirth, renewal, you know what I'm saying? And some pagan thing that the pagans did back in the day, or the heathens did back in the day. And they have you doing it in the Christian church today, if you're in a Christian church. That's all it is. All right. Now I'm gonna get back to this. I'm gonna show let me show y'all one more thing here. Let me see. Salakia. And then we're gonna read some more scriptures and then we'll be done. Okay. Here we go. All right. I wanted to pull up, of course, what y'all think Christmas is going to make this year. All right. All right, Ron, read this first line for me right here.
Con. U.S. holiday sales and Christmas spending 2025. Overall spending retail plus holiday purchases. U.S. holiday retail sales, including Christmas, are forecast to surpass $1 trillion in 2025. The first time spending has reached this level. This includes all retail sales during the November to December shopping period.
That is 1 month. It's going to reach $1 trillion damn dollars, man. Thanks about that.
Thanks to Israelites who just want to celebrate Christmas.
Man, listen. Listen. Niggas is going to be getting put out of their homes. Their cars going to be getting repoed. You know what I'm saying? All they women going to leave them. You already know what's going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? People will go. I seen people post on Facebook and on social media, oh, my kids is going to have a Christmas. If I don't have to pay my rent or my mortgage, my kids is going to have a Christmas.
Sad.
And guess what? The goddamn landlord, the white man, don't give a damn about no Christmas. He want his money.
Damn right.
The Jewish man don't give a damn about that. He want his money.
I'm gonna make posts all Christmas talking about all these.
We all do. We all do. We all do. We all do it. I cannot. Yeah, go ahead and do it. We all do.
I'm clowning niggas on Christmas about worshiping, having that dumbass Christmas tree hanging up there, worshiping Nimrod.
Yeah, God. And listen, but also this, you gotta remember too. You definitely gotta let them know. But there was a time in the world when we didn't know either. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we're having this class and stuff like that. Because remember, there's a lot of brothers and sisters in the world. They just need to hear this. And then there's some people, no matter what you tell them, they ain't gonna give a damn. They going, like I was talking to these brothers at work today. They was like, I was telling them about the pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. One nigga was like, he's like, I ain't giving up no crab legs, man. I ain't giving up no crab legs. You see what I'm saying?
That's a true heathen.
Yeah, listen, you choose crab legs over the Most High God.
Good night.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like, it ain't that serious.
Was he fat? Was he somebody that weighed close to 400 pounds?
No, it was a couple of them. Bro. It was a couple of them. You gotta understand, man. Telling a brother who's been doing these things for like 30, 40 years, and you come to say to them, hey, guess what, man? You can't eat that or you can't do this. They be like, oh, bro, I ain't trying to hear that, man. Where you see that at? I think you're interpreting that the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna say.
I'm fat myself, but I ain't fucking with that. Excuse my language. I'm none of that.
You know why? Because you love the Lord, bro. That's why. It's everybody, and that's the thing, brother. Everybody don't have in them what you have in you, what Anor has in him, or what Aharon has in them, or what I have in myself. Like, we saw these things, and it's a struggle. Don't get me wrong. People do struggle with it, but we know in our minds that what serving the Lord is more important than anything. So whatever we got to let go, it might be a fight, but we know we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I mean, think about it, man. If you really think about it, the Lord has the power, and he could, depending on how you live your life, he can put you back in the earth in whatever decision and whatever situation based on you obeying him. So if you say, "Oh, I'm eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. I'm going to have sex with whores. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that." Okay, nigga. When he brings you back in this earth, you're going to be thinking, why is this happening to me? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I see? Why can't I talk? You know what I mean? You thinking and then you're wondering why are you in a wheelchair? I'm telling you, you might as well just do it now. Just do it now. Do what the Lord says to do. You come on, man. Most of us, I'm 40 something years old. I'm more of my life is probably over with than I got left.
Come on.
What am I holding on to? You know what I mean? What else am I going to get here in this world that is so important that I can't obey the Most High God? Come on, we didn't all of us had women. All of us we didn't touch some money. You know what I'm saying? All of us been places, done things. We sinned for years.
Come on.
How about we try keeping the laws? How about we try doing that? Go ahead, brother.
And just to paraphrase, it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
Damn right.
So you got to fear the Most High in order to get any damn knowledge.
Listen, and that's heavy. That's heavy what you're saying. That's heavy what you're saying, brother. And a perfect example of that is Anor. Anor, you know what I'm saying? Especially when we went to the Passover, his fear of the Lord and knowing that he needed to do the right thing is what made him follow through on what he did. Because let's keep it real. All of us, if we went off of what we felt, we wouldn't be on the screen right now. You know what I mean?
Well, I got a precept for that.
Go ahead, brother.
The mind is wicked above all things. And I'm paraphrasing.
The heart.
It?
The heart is wicked above all things. Who can know it? Damn right. The heart is talking about your mind. That's the seat of your intelligence if you look it up. So come on Saturday, if you had your choice, you'd be laying up with some broad. You wouldn't be going to camp. You know what I mean? If you would pick up the weed again. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? But because your fear of the Most High God is why you don't do those things. You understand that? And believe me, that is a hell of a thing, man. That shows your courage, your might. You're a warrior. You understand that? And you choose what the Most High wants over what you want. And that's what the Lord's looking for. That's what he's looking for. He's not looking for no damn sucker that keeps making excuses and why he can't do something. And then got the nerve to complain why his damn life is in shambles and his life is a horror story. I can't. That's one of the things that bothers me to death, man. Is when I see somebody who's a known sinner, they even know they're a damn sinner, and then they say, "Oh man, this is messed up. This is happening to me." I'll be like, "Bruh, you killed somebody. You know what I mean? Like you sold drugs. You know what I'm saying? You did this. You did that. Don't you think it's just that this is happening to you?" You're lucky you're not unalive. Like, come on, man. I cannot stand for somebody to. I remember back years ago. This was probably even true. I remember this one guy, man. I think he had like, I don't know if his dad was white or his mom was white, but anyway, he was like a more fortunate kid. Like he lived in like Friendship, Bloomfield, but he used to try to come and hang in Garfield.
Yeah, he crossed over Penn Avenue.
Yeah, it's that look exactly. Look, he used to try to act like he was a blood and everything, right? So his house laid out. They basically like gave him a place to stay by himself. It was like laid out. Girls loved him and everything. And he used to try to come over to like cross Garfield and try to be a blood. And he'd get in trouble and stuff. And he was really sitting there like, oh man, I gotta go to court. This is messed up, man. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this dude like, nigga, you got everything here that niggas in the hood want to have. You know what I mean? You got a nice place that your parents pay for. You got beautiful women over here, and you want to run around in the projects? Yeah. Man, listen, I'll trade places with you quick. You can take this. I'll take it. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I can't get into people complaining about shit when they doing the wrong thing, man. I just can't. Like if I do something wrong, it is what it is. I did the wrong thing. I'm accepting the punishment. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit there and cry about what's happening to me. I'm just not. All right, let's finish up on these scriptures and get out of here. Let me pull them back up real quick. The next one I'm going to get. Let me see. It is. We're going to go to we did that already. 13:8. We did 1:25. You brought that out. Let's go to Jeremiah. We've got to bring out the Christmas tree verse. We got to do that. Jeremiah 10:1. Yeah, let's do that. Jeremiah 10:1. 1 second. We'll start at 10:1 and then we'll read. Matter of fact, I got them all up on the screen. I know it might be small, but I'm just gonna keep it like this so we don't have to keep coming in and out. All right. Go ahead and read that from y'all, Ron, please, Bubba Kashal.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Right. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Mm-hmm. Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Right. And learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Mm-hmm. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Mm-hmm. Verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. Mm-hmm. Verse 4, they deck it with silver and with gold.
They do what?
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They do what?
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Go ahead.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. Uh-huh. Verse 5, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born. Uh-huh. Because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
Let me break this down for you real quick. It says, hear the word speak to you, O house of Israel, talking to the Israelites. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, meaning don't learn these practices of these nations that do these things, like the Babylonians. Remember, I told you this started in ancient Babylon. It carried on down to Western civilization, the white man. So, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. They're going to have vain word again, meaning useless, worthless. These customs of these people are worthless. And then it tells you how the Christmas tree is made. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. That's how they do it. They go to the forest, they cut it down with an axe, they bring it back, and they do what? Verse 4, they deck it with silver and with gold. You know what I mean? This is, everybody knows this. I remember, being young, grandma or mom setting that tree up, and they sitting there throwing that shiny silver shit all over it, gold stuff all over it, deck it with silver and with gold. That's what it's talking about. They fasten it with nails and with hammers. I remember at the bottom used to be that little base. It was like a little like plate thing that had screws to hold the tree in place. Yeah, that's what it's talking about. That it
Can I say something, sir, when you get done?
Go ahead.
Now, the thing that's like I find to be like wild as hell is that in the Christian church, right? They sit up here, they be preaching. The pastor claims he's read the whole Bible. they see this stuff in the Bible. They could yell out all these scriptures and stuff like that, and they see this stuff in the Bible that the Lord does not like the Christmas tree, but yet and still they're having a Christmas tree in the church. People in the Christian churches still celebrating Christmas with the Christmas tree hanging up in their house. They eating chitlins and ham hocks and all kind of other. If you go to a church function, they got pork on the grill, pork sausage, Italian sausage, and gonna tell me I'm gonna eat my pork. I'm gonna have my pork. And they told me
he's cooking out of
He is cooking. He is cooking.
They told me when I was in the Christian church that you can eat pork. They had the food group. One of the Bibles they had the basic food groups in there, and it had your beef, your lamb, your chicken, and your pork and your bacon.
Nice.
And the Christian pastor sat up there on the pulpit and said, "I love my bacon and my sausage in the morning with my pancakes."
But see, here's the thing. I cannot. Here's the thing that you got to understand, and I know you know this already. Salaki, when they go to seminary school, they take an oath. They cannot speak against the American government. They can't. You understand that? And they're not going to teach you what's actually in the Bible, because why? They need a congregation, and they accept all people of all lives, all walks. Why? Because it gives them all people's money. That's why. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. So what that's saying there is, this is not a God. This is not something that you should fear. This is something that is cut down by a man, set up by a man, and trees are the presence and everything is put under it by a man or a woman. And I brought that up because what did I tell you before? Remember Nimrod's mother or wife, you know what I mean? She's the one that said that if you don't put presence under this tree, his spirit's in the tree and it's going to kill you. That's why it says, be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, because she had the people in fear about this. If you look it up, you just look it up. Go back to Nimrod, Mesopotamia, or Babylon. This is a true, this is really something that is there. This should tell you. It tells you exactly what I'm saying to you. All right, so that's the Christmas tree verse. All right, I'm gonna get these other two and we're out of here. Let me get let me see. We'll go to Exodus 35 and 15. Exodus 35 and verse 15. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay. Sorry, 34 and 15. Salakia, 34 and 15. Okay, here we go.
Ready?
So we're gonna start at 14. You say something?
No, I was just going to read it for you, sir.
Yeah, you can read it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 14. For thou shalt worship no other God. For the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God.
Right.
Verse 15. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods. And one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice.
Right. This is telling you, like, these people in these lands, they're heathens, right? And you make a covenant with them. How? By doing what they do. You're sitting down having a Christmas meal, and to Nimrod and to what they believe and their gods and their practices. And that's why it says do sacrifice unto their gods. And one call thee, they call you like, hey, what's up, Aharon or Kanak or Anor? Why don't you come eat with us? Why don't you come to the company Christmas party?
Hell no.
and thou eat of this sacrifice. See, that's what that's talking about. That's
everything
heavy.
Got pork in it. Everything.
Yeah.
They put pork in everything. And I noticed I gotta watch what the hell I be eating, and I decipher everything I eat. I read packages and labels and stuff,
right,
because I'm seeing where they've been sneaking pork and everything. And in the earlier, like when I first came into the truth and stuff, and when I read that was unclean meat, I start looking, and like I had to keep catching it. And they're like, I'm halfway into the Slim Jim, and it had pork in it. I was mad as hell.
God.
Some jump.
God,
I'm appalled by that shit. That offends me. If somebody put pork on my plate, I will snap out and cuss their ass out.
God. We go get this last scripture, get out of here because I want to keep everybody. So this is the last one. Ron, read this for me. So like it. Let I know read this for me. Last one.
Man, pork is so bad for you, man. They got everything in it. They got pores. They just laying this stuff and all that's in there. That's the only animal that can't look up in the sky. There's already evil stuff in it without even doing all that extra stuff. Hey, that pig can't look up.
That's heavy. That's heavy. And like I said, it's the thing is, when you eat these animals and you eat the blood, whatever that lives in their bloodstream is in you.
That's why got so many parasites in there, so you can't even cook them out of there.
Yeah, that's He said he's right. Heavy.
Gross.
Read that last scripture for me, Adnor Biblical Sharp, please.
Where is this it right here, Timothy?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, Slocky. And they shall hold on. Let me start this over. And they shall turn away their eyes from the truth and shall. Hold on, say that again. Oh, turn their ears, my fault. Turn their ears away from the truth and shall be turned unto fables.
There you go. That's our people. We don't, and then when you try to tell them the truth, they rather believe that lie, them fables. They like the fact that they like all that, everything that comes with Christmas, the lighting, the color, you know what I'm saying? That the songs, man, you ever be walking in a damn store and that Christmas music's on and you find yourself like humming that shit,
or getting the car after you left the mall, you still singing.
You don't even. It's like you just do it naturally because you did it for. You know what I mean? Like it's wild, man. Like it's wild, man. Like it man. I'm telling you, man. What they have, that's witchcraft. What they have done to us.
Sorry.
Yeah. But it's like I said. A person you could easily just unknowingly not even know, you know what I mean? Like you don't even, because none of us, I don't even think about these holidays until somebody say it to me. But you hear something on the damn radio and you mumbling and all it's in your head, you're like, oh damn, that's a Christmas song. You know what I mean? Like that's how bad it is, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But again, you know what I mean? Like I said, I just wanted to bring this stuff out, man, because this Christmas is a heavy thing on our people, man. It's got our people all the way destroyed. We're spending a lot of money. And you know what I mean? And the Lord hates us for partaking in these things, man. It's something that we got to get rid of, man. And have your courage. And I'm not saying you, brothers, because I know you will, but don't let nobody, and believe me, be on the lookout because Satan is going to try. You're going to say, you're going to get that call from that relative or that girl that never talks to you. They're going to say something about you coming over to have, dinner with them. Oh, we're not celebrating Christmas. We just sitting down and having something to eat, but it's on Christmas. Yeah, but before I get out of here, anybody got something short they want to say? I don't want it to be long-winded or keep y'all because we got to get out of here. But something y'all want to say?
If I may, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
Just real quick. And this holiday, it's not just one day, really. It's a whole season. It's basically from Thanksgiving all the way up to it's like a whole month.
Yeah.
And the whole month you got to battle and you got to do all this stuff. And then on the 26th, it's like Esau snaps his finger and it's over.
Yeah, after you got all your damn money.
That's it.
They got all your damn money. Go ahead, Canuck.
I'd just like to say that because I'm a Jew, nobody fucks with me. Nobody talks to me. Nobody's my friend. Not even my family. They don't even fuck with me. They think that I'm weird and I'm on drugs. But I don't care because ain't no motherfucker out here ever been my friend anyway. I'm never been somebody to fall to peer pressure. If a bunch of heathens is sitting around in the circle and they're passing the crack pipe around, I'm not gonna join in with them. But I'll stand on the outside looking in and telling y'all, nigga, y'all going to hell. I'm not taking part in that. And like I said, I don't even care, man, because I try to talk to certain people and tell them, but they don't hear me. So they'll hear me when I'm standing up on that podium real soon, and I'll be speaking.
You damn right. That's exactly when they want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. And I'm what's that? Before we got, I'm sorry because he brought this up. This is heavy what he just said. The enemies of one's household.
That's it.
A man's foes You know what I'm saying? That's where we're going with it.
Heavy
We're gonna
scripture.
close it out. We're gonna close it out right there. Hold on, let me see if I can go back one.
Hold on, if I may real quick.
Go ahead, Adnor.
Hey, I mean, over there, without going too far into it, so I heard you spoke on it, right? Do you think, or are there still Israelites somewhere scattered among over there in Africa?
Oh, they could be, yeah, because the scriptures say that we're scattered everywhere. So there probably is, there definitely is, but the difference is we're just not Africans. Like some people try to like include Africans in as like they're Israelites. There's Israelites that are in Africa, yes, but there is not Africans that are Israelites. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're not the same people. They're just not the same people. Is all I'm saying. Because people will like the IUIC believes that. The IUIC believes they go up there and try to help them Africans, and it's really all for like profit. Really, is what they're trying to do. But
that's all that could be, because it's if you just pay attention. Well, if you're into it a little bit or whatever, if you pay, it almost tell you that. You know what I mean? And different little things, man. You can catch it on. All types of stuff.
Even without being in the truth, you can look at an African and know they're not like us. You can see that clearly.
But the Ethiopian Jews act like Catholics, like their church carries on like Catholic mass.
Okay, yeah, calm.
They follow a whole bunch of 4 different traditions. Some are like Arabs, Catholics, and things like that. Follow the European cultures and
you damn right.
Whatnot.
You damn
it's
right.
Like not all of them follow the exact same culture.
Look at Adnor. I've been watching class, man.
I see both of them have.
I know. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, look, the UPK, man. Listen, I never seen nothing work but this UPK shit, bro. I've never seen anything work. The world is you. I've never seen anybody stop doing anything in the world except for when they come to the truth, man. I've never seen it work. I don't care what else you try, it does not work. It works temporarily. This is the only thing that works long term. All right, last scripture, then we out here. Aaron, read that for me.
Come on. It's like it. Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Verse 36, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
There you go. Christ is telling you. So the fact that you're an Israelite and the fact that you're in the truth, you better expect this. Expect them not to like you. Expect them to argue with you. Expect them to, think you're weird and this and that. But guess what? This is what you have to go through. And Christ said it was going to happen for you to be where you're at. So with that, I'm going to close out the class again. As I actually became the Commander Junior Honda, started 1 West 125th Street. We got we're in the Feast of Dedication actually right now. We're like the 4th day in. And then I think we got is it Purim next? I can't remember if it's Purim or not, but ultimately, in what is it, April 4th, we got the Passover coming. So we looking forward to that. So y'all brothers get all tied up for that. But again, for all you tuning in, I know it's kind of late, so I appreciate y'all tuning in. Yeah. And shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Lord.
Shalom.
Shalom.